Hey there, everyone. Welcome. This is Dawn with day number 13, lucky 13 for our Embody and Rise Ascension Support Series. Thank you for joining me. As always, if you find value in this, please give it a thumbs up. You can subscribe to my channel, share it with someone, leave me a comment for how this message landed for you. Okay, so our support tool or our support tip for today is media fasting. And which is a little bit funny because here I am on a media platform to tell you this. And I'm sure if you're listening to this, you've probably heard this before, this recommendation that you take time away from media. So I want to dive into this a little in a kind of practical way, and then we'll see what channeled message comes through. So this isn't a tool like yesterday's tool was the energy mantra, and we've had a number of sort of spiritual practices or self-care practices. This is a self-care practice, but it's not a technique, let's say. So this is just turning it off. And so let me just, first I'm going to just tune in just for my own, to be clear without too many words. So media fasting. Yeah. Woo. The media systems we have are extraordinary tools for information gathering, research, connection, and they're also powerful tools for manipulation. And this is important for us to have discernment about the manipulation aspect. But even more than that, the overstimulation and too much passive consumption of other people's truths, of valueless entertainment, of shortened attention span promoting snippets, let's say. So giving ourselves a periodic rest from consuming media entertainment, scrolling, etc., is a way of recalibrating our own energy systems. Just like fasting from food can be a way of recalibrating the body's biochemistry. So whether it's a juice fast or a vegetable fast, or sometimes I'll do like a herbal tea infusion fast for a couple of days, or with some maybe miso broth, that kind of thing, to let the body's digestive system rest and let the body kind of reset. Well, media fasting is along those same lines. So just taking a pause, saying, all right, for the next 2 days, this coming weekend, the next week, next month, it depends on you. I am staying away from social media. I'm not going to watch the news. I mean, I would never recommend you watch the news. It's all propaganda anyway. But at the very least, giving yourself, your mind, your attention rest, and then doing things that support strengthening attention span, calming the nervous system, going into the 0 point stillness of a meditative state, or just a kind of, you could say, vegging out. So one of the things that I'll do is I go sit outside and I earth and I watch birds. And I just kind of just sit there, and when I catch my mind wandering, I kind of pull it back, take a couple breaths, watch the birds, watch the wind in the trees, and come into a still place and actually kind of let myself get a little bored. And that in this day and age is, I'm feeling like for those of us who've spent a fair amount of time being stimulated by media from early childhood. I mean, the TV was my babysitter, right? Now, I'm not trying to throw my parents under the bus. That was the thing at the time. You let the kid watch TV. Now we have devices for the kids to keep them quiet so they're not whining and complaining and whatever. Those of us who have been conditioned and raised on media stimulation, well, now it's coming so fast, so many choices, so much stimulation, so many channels, so many opinions, and such quick Even when you watch movies now, they change scenes like this, boom, boom, boom. Watch an old movie and then watch a contemporary TV show or movie and count how many seconds between scenes. You'll be amazed if you have never done this. It's unbelievable. So our brains have gotten more wired to short attention spans. And short attention span does not serve higher consciousness. It does not serve inner peacefulness. It does not serve inner stillness. We are not designed to constantly have our nervous system stimulated by one thing after another. And scrolling, of course, does that too. So if you watch TV, movies, it's one scene after another, boom, 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 for 2 hours or whatever the movie is. And if you scroll, it's kind of the same thing, right? Shorts and all of that stuff. So media fasting. I encourage you to go feel into what you think you could do. I would say 3 to 4 days to start and just notice what happens. Notice what happens, how that feels on day 1, day 2, day 3. Feel into what starts to happen when you fast long enough. So again, to use an example of the food fasting, I've done a number of different detoxes and fasts at places in Southeast Asia and Sedona and stuff. And day 1 is kind of like, okay, I got this. Day 2 is like, oh man, I'm kind of hungry. Day 3, you might be spent like, oh, I need food. But then day 4 comes if you can last that long. Or if you're in a program that's very attentive to making sure you're getting nutrition through other means, and getting enough sunlight, etc., you start to feel good. You start to feel free. You start to feel at ease. Your nervous system is more calm. Your mind is a little more still. So using that parallel, that experience, what I found is when I'm willing to do a media fast for a week, 2 weeks, where I hardly look at anything, and I've reduced my consumption over the years anyway, but when I really get it out of the way, there is a greater ease in dropping into meditation, watching the birds, earthing, without a lot of chitter chatter going on in the mind. So, media fasting. Let me know in the comments if you have ever done that, if you're willing to give it a go, and then let us know how it goes. If you've known any others who do that, all of this is really, again, helpful for me to know how I can better serve you, and of course for others who watch and then read the comments to get a sense of getting value from your experience as well. All right, so let's just, I'm going to just take a moment to see if there's any guidance here. Just asking my guides, is there any further guidance on media fasting in particular? Yes. Okay, so the guides come in. Who am I speaking with? We are a collective. We are known as Ananda, and we are this one's guide and many guides. Many of you, we serve as your guides. We are a collective of beings who have had physical experiences and non-physical. Who we are matters not as much as the message we would like to bring through, which is this. There is great competition for your attention. As you have probably heard, energy flows where attention goes. Energy flows where attention goes. Do not make light of this potent statement of truth. Your attention has a $sign on it. Yes, indeed, it does. For those who have created the systems of quote-unquote entertainment, of propaganda devices, of all of the systems that command your attention, whether it's the old TV commercials or entertainment, sitcoms, news stations, and current social media platforms. For all of them, there is a well-known calculation of the price on each individual human's head for how much can be extracted from you in terms of dollar quantities. This may sound very cold-hearted, but it is indeed a fact that you are seen as a commodity to have money and time and energy extracted from. And much of that is based on garnering your attention in order to garner your wages, so to speak. Garnering your attention to get you to, yes, buy things. That is certainly one thing, but but your energy, where your energy goes. So if you will notice these days, there is a great deal of uproar in many nation states and communities with very divisive ideologies at play that are creating a great deal of drama, kerfuffle, things that seem very important to pay attention to and to have an opinion on and to polarize with emotions, emotional charge around. All of this is we could say, quantifiable energy for those who propagate this situation, the events, circumstances, entertainment, information, misinformation, disinformation that you experience as your media systems, all of them, the legacy media, the mainstream media, the social media, all of it. So when you think about these terms, that you are actually we could say an item to be used or squeezed in order to garner energy or money, dollar bills, or whatever um, the currency is, to get that out of you through your habits of spending and your habits of identity and your habits of belief and emotional charge. When you really begin to grasp the nature of this, it will be much easier for you to withdraw your attention from systems that are not designed to support you or serve you. Is there good, valuable insight and media found on social media platforms? Yes, absolutely. You are witnessing and receiving one of them. However, this must be recognized in the greater context of what is happening, how media and entertainment systems are used and leveraged for your attention, because energy flows where attention goes. And so, with that, we would simply encourage you to take some time to begin to explore what life is like beyond the systems of media that entertain you. To explore and to feel into the edges of where you find yourself bored, where life seems to be boring because you're not consuming other people's information. And just explore that and notice what happens. This will take a bit of time. 1 or 2 days is not enough. You have been conditioned and programmed since your birth, most of you, unless you are a much elder person witnessing this and receiving this message. You have been programmed pretty much since birth with some form of media, information, entertainment. So, giving yourself time and being patient with yourself and allowing yourself to withdraw your energies from these systems in order to take a walk in the park, plant something in a garden, connect with nature, connect with human beings in one-on-one, face-to-face, physical contact conversations and connections. All of these things will help you to restore your electromagnetic energies in and around your body, and they will help you to come back into your own sense of self. We thank you for receiving this transmission. We are pleased to offer it for you today, and we will return again at another time. Okay, may that serve you well. Thank you. Again, if you found value in this, please share it with someone else. Leave a comment, thumbs up, that sort of thing. Appreciate your time. Many blessings. Have a great day.